It takes more discipline and more sacrifice to not take performance-enhancing drugs than it does to simply go out and take them and go and chase your dreams. And so if you do in fact look like that at 18, it's probably not natural. And so please do not look at this and compare yourself to him at 18. Coach Greg, in today's video, the price of winning versus the price of regret. Which is greater? And so you may have seen Anton Rutishny winning the overall at his last competition, going for his IFBB Pro card in only a matter of months. The kid's only 19 years of age. Absolutely phenomenal physique. Incredible.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret.
And so when you have a physique this good with this much potential, basically it's saying, imagine not going for it. Imagine not giving it your all. And to that, I think it represents taking your physique to its highest form. The greatest potential it could ever have. And that includes using performance-enhancing drugs. And so when you're young, you want it all. You want everything and you want it now. Perhaps he's thinking, I have to go for it. I have to send it. I have to take everything and anything in order to win my pro card, to be the best bodybuilder that I could be, no matter what, to win at all costs. But what if those costs are his health? What if his regret later in life will be taking those performance-enhancing drugs rather than not taking it and not going for his pro card? And so I would expect people are watching this video, this message, and thinking he has to go for it. Imagine he gets older. Imagine he's 30, 40 years old and he looks back and says, oh, I never took steroids. I could have been the next Chris Bumstead. If only I had have abused performance-enhancing drugs, I could have been somebody. But isn't he already somebody? Could he have not built an amazing physique while being 100% natural? But in today's day and age, people don't see it like that. People think that if you have potential to do something, you have to go for it at all costs. You can risk your health and it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
And The Rock knows it doesn't matter. Look what he did. Would The Rock be where he is today if he had not abused performance-enhancing drugs? Does anyone actually think The Rock is 100% natural? That he became The Rock wrestling and so on while never taking anything? And so which do you think is greater? The regret from not taking performance-enhancing drugs or the regret of knowing that perhaps you shortened your life? Imagine if 10 years from now he discovers he had some life-threatening illness that was caused from abusing performance-enhancing drugs. Remember, I don't know his doses, but I can tell you this. Any dose is abusive. If a doctor doesn't prescribe it and you're taking it at any dose, it's abusive.
If you think the price of winning is too high.
And so you're all thinking the price of winning is too high. Well, what is that? Well, training really hard in the gym, dieting harder than last time, perhaps not going out partying with all his friends all the time. If you think that that is such a high price to pay, then you don't know what it's like to be an elite athlete. That is in fact easy. Do you really think it's hard when you love training to go and train hard? If you love training in the gym, do you think it's hard to train hard in the gym? Do you think it's really challenging for me to go and race on my bike every day or perhaps go to the gym? I absolutely love it. You know what's really hard? Taking a day off. That's hard. Not doing it, for me, it's hard. If you truly love something, you have passion for it, and I'm sure you know that I do. I've been doing this for decades. The hard part is not doing it. And so when they say, oh, it's so hard to go and do what you want to do. Oh, it's so hard to go to the gym and to eat healthy. It's easy when that's what you love. When you see the fruits of your fruition, think of it. He goes in the gym every day and he sees this amazing physique, way better than anyone his age. He gets so much dopamine from seeing that transformation, it's hard for him to hold back. So hard, in fact, to hold back that, do you think he's 100% natural? The hard part for him is not progressing, not training harder than last time, not dieting this strictly. And the reason is because the reward is so great, it's hard for him to hold back. And so any of you teenagers out there, think of it like this. It takes more discipline and more sacrifice to not take performance-enhancing drugs than it does to simply go out and take them and go and chase your dreams. Way harder for someone to hold back knowing they could be more but not doing it because of their health. And so when I look back to when I was a teenager, guy in my 20s, not taking performance-enhancing drugs, I easily could have. You don't think I could have abused steroids at a young age? I was really good. You might not know how good I was. I was actually better than you think. I had an incredible physique. I was winning overall competitions while being 100% natural. If I would have taken performance-enhancing drugs as a teenager in my 20s, I most certainly would have got a pro card way sooner than 35, which was when I got it. 50 competitions before I turned pro. And so it took more willpower, more discipline to not take steroids than it did to take them. And did I last forever? Nope. Eventually, I caved in. Did not have the willpower to stay true to my beliefs. When I was younger, do you think I really thought I was going to take steroids? When I was 19, there's no way I would have thought I would have ever touched a performance-enhancing drugs. It was against my values and my beliefs. I was against it. But yet, year after year, seeing the transformations that others make, as I started to compare myself to other people and thought, well, I could do that. I could be that guy. And eventually I succumbed to the temptation. And so I speak from experience. And I'm telling you, as a teenager, you're too young to take performance-enhancing drugs. If anything, at least hold out as long as you can. I held out for about 20 years. 20 years, trained natural. Was at my natural genetic limit. And then, and only then, did I decide to do it. And so if you could at least wait till you're 25, when your brain is fully developed, at least go to the gym and train hard, figure it out, do at least one show natural before you take drugs. Does that not make sense? And so is the price of regret actually not chasing your dreams, trying to be the next Chris Bumstead at the tender age of 18, 19? Think about it. And so let's see in the comments section. Wrap those thick legs around my neck and make me take it all. I mean, is that why we want to take steroids, to get comments like this? It's not doing anything for me so far. Definitely natural, with several faces that make it look like probably not natural. Unbelievable to look like that at 18 and to be disciplined. First of all, yes, it is in fact unbelievable to look like that at 18. But second of all, I want to say this. It's not natural. And so if you do in fact look like that at 18, it's probably not natural. And so please do not look at this and compare yourself to him at 18. If you compare yourself as this is standard to what you can look like at 18, it's going to be very difficult for you to feel good about yourself. And I know that Anton does not want other people to do or copy him. He's not saying do as I do. He's just living out his dream. I'm simply stating that it would be better, at least in my opinion, to hold off on taking the performance-enhancing drugs required to look like that. But of course, I do understand why anyone would do that. Imagine the temptation. He sees Chris Bumstead doing the same thing at 18, becoming a 4-time Mr. Olympia champion, close to 20 million followers, and you're thinking, I want to be Chris. I want to be the next Chris Bumstead. And so with social media the way it is, the pressure to look good, it's no wonder that kids are tempted to take these things. And so the problem is we can't rewind the clock. If you choose to do something and you later regret it, there's nothing you can do. It's not like buying a car where you buy it and you don't like it, you can sell it and trade it in. Once you've used and abused performance-enhancing drugs, there's no taking that back. And you can't undo all the damages. And so while you're in it, I'm telling you from experience and from coaching thousands of others, while you're in it, while you're invested in this sport, you're going to want to do anything to get better. Very difficult to hold back. Very difficult to say no. But I've seen far too often younger people, they're so excited. This is their life. It's all they could ever care about. It's all they'll ever know. I'll never love anything as much as I do about bodybuilding. I will trade in my entire old age for what I can be right now. I don't care about anything else. But I'm telling you, you will find something else. You will care about other things when you're older. Seen so many people, all they care about is powerlifting, bodybuilding, having a freaky and amazing physique. As a teenager in their 20s, it's all they care about. 10 years later, they don't go to the gym. They're not even training. They could give two shits about how they look. Oftentimes, it's females. Females will get into performance-enhancing drugs. They're trying to become the next IFBB Pro bikini star. They put on so much muscle, their voices change, they have to shave and so on, and sooner or later, they're competing in bodybuilding. Next thing you know, they're not even going to the gym. They don't even work out. They have a deep voice. They don't like training. And for what? They were excited about it at one point. It was the fun thing to do, perhaps 1, 2, maybe 5 years. But now that they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s, they don't even want to go to the gym. And so you need to really ask yourself, is it worth it? And so why not stay and train natural? Why not maximize your natural genetics? When you're a teenager, that is the easiest time you're ever going to have to put on muscle. If you can't put on muscle 100% natural with newbie gains as a teenager, do you really think you're going to be the next Chris Bumstead? And even if you are, so what? Become the next natty Chris Bumstead. Get an amazing physique, 100% natural. Compete in natural bodybuilding competitions. Show the world what a physique can look like 100% natural. Do that for years. Perhaps later on, if you still want it, you've been training 10 straight years, and you still want it that bad, then and only then, with the advice, consent of your doctor, of course, and never break the law, you then decide to do it. Does that not make sense? Performance-enhancing drugs are a tool to add on to improve your physique. It's not the only thing. It's an add-on. It's to top it off. And so why are we starting out our journey while already topping it off? You don't need it right now. You need to figure out the best way to build your physique, both in the kitchen and in the gym, with cardio, everything, while being 100% natural. Once you figure all of that out, then and only then should you add anything extra on top of it. And so my message, stay natural, don't give in to the temptation. And if you're not sure of whether you should do it or not, the answer is 100% no. There's no way you should be taking performance-enhancing drugs at any time if you're a teenager. Wait until you're older. Teenagers do not even need supplements, even natural basic supplements. You don't need anything. But if you are into your 20s, you've been training harder than last time, consider getting HTLT supplements. For example, G-Test. Harder than last time for the downstairs. ActiBuilder. Pre-workout 2.0 and my favorite, GO2 Max. Take it every single day. Improved cardio, endurance in the gym. Allows you to train, recover better than ever before. Interested in any of my supplements, or of course, the cookbooks, the training books, the Circle Diet book, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line, click the link in the description, code Greg, 10% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you like it, watch one of those 2 bloops if you could, and of course, until next time, I am out.